Well, today on the show, we talk in depth about AI functions. Picture an HR department just piled with heaps of work, deadlines, paperwork, all of that is looming. Well, there are businesses that can actually streamline a lot of these critical functions like recruitment, employee onboarding, payroll processing, etc. Enter then the company E42.ai. It's a non-code platform that enables enterprises to actually build these AI workers. Joining in right now is Animesh Samuel, is the CEO and the co-founder at E42.ai. So break it down for us then. You're actually saying that these artificial intelligence workers can, conduct a lot of these jobs when there's piling paperwork or doing a lot of functions. How does that work?
Not can, they are. So yes. So as we speak, a lot of these AI co-workers that are built on the E42 platform are performing these functions. So they're, bringing huge savings for enterprises in terms of, optimizing their resources. Each of the resources employees that were doing these jobs are able to do much more. So we are actually empowering employees to perform at multiples of what they were initially doing. So yes, definitely. And also at the same time ensuring better results. So for example, AI recruiters are able to ensure that the human recruiters are able to interview or shortlist through sift through many more resumes, shortlist the right set of candidates and quite a few of them, so that the right one doesn't drop off in this whole process. Or payroll executives are able to process, a single executive is able to process a whole company's payroll with the help of these AI co-workers that work alongside humans.
Okay, so I understand as well that the company is, the functions that you provide are used by a lot of, well-established companies, conglomerates back home. Tell us a little bit more about your client base and how you're looking to expand that.
So I mean, we have clients, ranging from large, Fortune 500 companies, large automobile manufacturers like Mahindra and others, and also large communications, the world's largest telecommunications companies like Tata Communications, etc. So yes, we've got more than 60 clients that include large consulting houses, large manufacturing companies, big insurance players, banks, the biggest banks, and all of them, they are using the platform to deploy various kinds of AI workers, right from across different functions, right from enhancing their marketing functions, by building AI analysts or marketing analysts, or by enhancing their, like we already discussed, HR functions, or their payroll functions, or their invoice process, account payable processes, automating that end to end. So yes, so we've got customers ranging from really small companies to very large companies, and also a partner ecosystem. A lot of startups are using our platform. A lot of OEMs, one of the world's largest HRMS groups are using our platform to make their HRMS, AI powered, and being able to build better kind of interfaces or interactions with their customers, employees. So yes, so as we speak, a wide range of customers in 3 continents, and ever growing. Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about the fundraising rounds that the company has undertaken in the past. What exactly will that be utilized towards? And can you tell us whether or not you are looking at any further fundraisers?
Yes, absolutely. We are looking at closing another. So we have raised around $7 million so far in 3 rounds. Now we will be looking to raise another 10 to $12 million. These funds will be utilized for scale, because right now we have proven the product in terms of its versatility and validity, and it's validated by industry, and also by industry tech watchers like the NASSCOM. We are a NASSCOM Deep Tech Club member, AI Game Changer. Microsoft also gave us a lot of awards. We are also part of a lot of reports that are being featured, that are in Gartner. We've been featured in a lot of Gartner report, and among the fastest growing companies by Financial Express, and so on and so forth. So yes, we've got the recognition. We are live in various forms in various enterprises. And I think it's only a matter of scale. So right now we're raising funds primarily to scale the business and take it, to the next orbit.
Okay. And where exactly is it that you see India standing and, emerging as a strong leader within AI and technology? Do you think that we have what it takes?
Um, See, today the world is very different, in the sense that the kind of computational power that a Stanford graduate could get access to, a graduate from any private school in India can also get access to. So it's a different world out there today. It's an even playing field, which gives us, and we always knew that the tech brains in Silicon Valley were Indians, and even the management brains now. And now they can do it out of India, right? And couple that with the fact that for great success, you need to solve great problems, and I think that's another opportunity, that the size of the problems in India are great, which is equal to opportunity for any startup player. So given the technology, and the fact that there are enough problems, which brings with it a lot of opportunities, and AI also as a technology to back, and especially a platform like E42, which can help a lot of startups scale up their businesses, or come out with new offerings to solve for problems. I think India is a great ground, and even from an enterprise point of view, we have the process knowledge, because we pretty much were the business process outsourcing, the BPO or the KPO industry out here. So yes, I think we are right, and India is going to be among the leaders in this next, if provided, of course, we play our cards right. It's only ours to lose this game.
Okay, so what is the outlook in terms of jobs actually being automated, replacing humans that are doing the job? By when do you see that really taking place and growing, particularly in India?
So that's a very good question, and I come and for the last, ever since we've been in this business, we've been coming across that question, and there are two, three aspects to it. One is, with any new disruptive industry, like the previous one was computer, and the same questions were asked then. The one before that was industrial revolution. When it began, the machines came over, and everybody thought all human labor is going to be done by machines. But in both those revolutions, we have seen, and in this one also, we shall see that with this kind of disruptive technology, it brings with it much more jobs than it takes away. You might not find one individual sitting out there in the sun and sending vehicles through the gate, but then but and there'll be many other opportunities for that, for those all those persons. But having said that, it also empowers each individual. So finally, if you're really passionate about managing vehicles and making sure they come in through a gate, you will have to, instead of making sure that 10 vehicles come with a team of 5 people, single-handedly you'll have to do it, and make sure hundreds of vehicles are under your control, right? So it's going to be on both ends. It's going to be a beautiful place to be in with AI coming over. So one is the opportunities that will be created because of the possibilities that only AI can bring through, which was never possible before, like in any previous technology change. Managing it, and like we speak about AI co-workers in E42, building these AI co-workers will need a lot of people, maintaining them will need a lot of people, connecting them to other co-workers would need a lot of people and a lot of intelligence. And on the one side, and on the other side, the ones that still want to be doing what they're doing, they will get to do a lot more of it, and they'll be responsible for a lot more. So we're looking at a world where a salesperson with a target of 1 crore might have to have a target of 3 crores, but they will have AI co-workers that will do a lot of the heavy lifting, and the salesperson will just show up at meetings, right? Um, so yeah, so that's the future that we see, where co-workers will help humans achieve more and enrich their lives with more time, and that's the only asset that we cannot print more of.
But you know, one can't deny the fact that at a time like this, we're looking at a pretty difficult environment. We're just emerging out of that funding winter. There's global recessionary fears, a cutback in budgets as well. So, do you think that in light of all of these factors, there is actually prospects for the companies to grow, to actually want to spend on these kind of functions?
Absolutely, they will not have, and exactly those fears that you said, with the recession around the corner, with all of and attrition. People don't want to work. See, we were made to think as humans at the beginning of the industrial revolution that your only purpose is to show up at a 9 to 5 job, swipe in and swipe out, right? As they say today. Um, Today, but with COVID, that has opened the eyes even for employees, all over the world, where they are choosing their terms. They want to move up, on a higher order, up the value chain when it comes to making decisions or doing their jobs. Um, and so in the when you take all of these things together, and no disruption of this magnitude happens with just one technology or with just one mind change or anything like that. But I think when you put all of the things that you just said together, um, you know, corporations are going to be pressurized to perform better as a corporation, to become more intelligent, to service their customers better, and the people doing the jobs will be, doing much more, and a lot of the work will be taken. The bulk of the work will be taken over by AI, but whoever is there will be working, in terms of results, they will be achieving much more. And Yes, and there will be a lot of other kind of opportunities, because people will have money, and enterprises will do good. There will be a lot of money floating around, which means that you might be a sportsman, or you might be loving to teach scuba diving, and or you might love to take people on treks, and that would be good money in it, doing that as well. So yes, it's going to change in a very big way, but I see it as a positive change, and I see that whole mentality that as humans we've been exposed to over the last 300 odd years will change, and I think that's a good thing.
Okay, we'll let you go on that note. Thanks very much for putting all of that into perspective. So, in a few years from now, we will actually see the emergence of these AI workers who are streamlining very critical functions in an organization, which has already begun.
Thank you. And not in a few years, right now it's already happening. Thanks.